Alright, so this is the final vid for, not the final vid, the video where I'm gonna be teaching how to PvP. Yeah, I've been getting asked this a lot, so I'm finally gonna do it. And I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I do have just like 2 fights that I did in public matches, so I'm just gonna go over some stuff right now, and then, or while the clip plays, go over some stuff. And if I find something in a clip that I can, teach, then that's what I'll do. So yeah, let's just get started with the basics. So number one, getting good at PvP, right? You need a good build, first of all. If you don't have a good build, then you can't really go into PvP winning. Like, for example, if you have too much stamina or an overload of health, like overload of health is good, but then you're gonna want to have something that will be your main damage. And I don't know, I go with usually more balanced builds, or usually more sword builds, or more sword sided builds instead of fruit sided, since I like more M1ing. And yeah, so it really just depends on your preference of playstyle, but at the same time you need a good fruit or build stats that will go with your playstyle. So yeah, let's just play the clip and then I'll just keep going over some stuff. For example, you also need really good hockey preservation. So you really need like good hockey preservation. Is that how I'm saying it right? Like, you need to know how to save your hockey. And if you don't know how to save your hockey, then you're just gonna be running out of hockey constantly in fights. So and also this video is not gonna be about like, how to go over like combos and stuff. No, it's primarily just focused around M1ing and how to like get good with your build, I guess. So okay, that's one thing I want to go over. You need to make sure you observe your opponent, because if you're trying to force combos, which is really bad, like, it's good to have combos, but you cannot force a combo. You force a fucking combo, you're gonna keep failing that combo, where your opponent's just gonna catch onto your combo and they're gonna find a way to PB you or get out of it and then punish you for it. So for example, here I know he's Magu because when I hit him, he has that Magu thing. So obviously when he jumps up, I'm expecting a Magu stomp right when he jumps, and the animation just confirms it for me. So I just jump out the way and I just continue with the fight, right? See, that it's just observing your opponent. It's not like, okay, I have some time to do, like, turn off hockey or something. No, you need to like make sure what they're doing. Right there, he misses the pull, so he has a bit of end lag, so I try to punish him for it, but I end up missing because he Roku dashes or he blocked. I'm not sure. Right there, this is on me. This is where I mess up. Usually you should always expect like a second one there, but anyways, M1ing is another like thing besides observing your opponent. This really goes into M1ing, right? Yeah, as soon as I'm talking about it, it just goes in. So right after this, he dashes towards me. When I come back to the ground, he dashes away. Okay, I thought he dashed towards me, never mind. But he jumps up. I can expect an M1 as soon as he comes down. Even if I'm not expecting the M1, I'm at least expecting something else. And Magu Stomp's still on cooldown. It should be, at least, because it has a long cooldown arena. But he comes down for the M1, and then I block it, right? So let me scroll back just a little bit. I block it, and then he still has time before the next M1 kicks in, so I just M1 back. And that's how you have to get good at M1s. You have to like be able to react to their M1s, and then you have to be able to do either M1 back. And the way to do this is, as soon as you can do this like 2 ways. You can either jump over the M1, and when you're coming down you can M1, so that way your M1 overrides theirs. It's really hard to explain how it works. It's hard to explain why it works like that, but it's not as hard to explain how to do it. Or you can do it the harder way, which is you have to like react fast. As soon as the M1 hits, if you can't jump while blocking, as soon as the M1 hits your block, you want to Lego block and start M1ing, and it'll cancel out their M1, allowing you to M1. And another thing would be don't overextend. Don't like try to push harder than you need to. If your combo's over and you're on cooldowns, don't keep trying to like go after combos. I do this a lot, and I notice that because I don't have everything's on cooldown, I don't know what to do, so I just kind of end up sitting there switching between my things, and that allows them to usually get an M1 off of me. So like right there, I didn't know what to do. I just kind of sat there and he got an M1 off it. See right there, that's another thing. you need to punish your opponent. You can't let them get away with things that they messed up on. Here, I noticed that he uses trident pull, and I blocked it. And they're still in like because it's coming back. So obviously, I'm gonna like punish on that, get a free M1 in. You know, I miss that. I always miss that most of the time. I'm still trying to get good with this Tory build, but see right there again. You need to like pay attention to them, and he's not holding block for some reason. So I just keep punishing on that. See, when you have cooldowns, when your cooldowns are up, you have everything off cooldown, right? Or most of your things, the main things you're using. You wanna push and be aggro, but as soon as your things aren't cooldown, or you mess up the combo, or they like find a way to get out, stop chasing, just reset. Because if you keep editing me, don't be a dumbass. Don't actually reset. I meant like back off and reset your combo. Alright, works, and you keep chasing. They're gonna get like a PB on you, and that happens to me a lot, more than I like it to. And this is what I would like to think, that these people like how Sokudo and all these people get really freaking good at the game. Like right there, he goes on my side. I don't know what he's gonna do, so I just dash back because I don't know what he's gonna do. I could have pointed my mouse up at him, but honestly, I didn't have the time. I could have zoomed out, but it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. You really just have to observe your opponent. Don't force combos. If you have him in that condition where the combo goes for, then go for it. Like right there. Okay, that's another thing. The way to anyways, we'll finish what I was saying real quick. I already forgot what I was gonna say, so just move on to the next thing. Oh my god. I really don't know how to explain this, like explain how to PvP basics, but this is generally how it is when I do it. This is like my experience, but so here we have, he Gepusumi me. That's the main part, but here knocks you back. Usually if people don't Astro Dash and they just knock back and do dash, you can usually expect like neither a Shagan or Impel if they have Trident. If they have Trident, they're gonna Impel. Or you can expect a move with their fruit, like he could use Stomp here. But I would have done it, but I don't have Hockey. You could just M1 back. If you M1 back, it'll cancel out their move most likely, getting you a free M1. I don't know if you guys seen my videos. If you do watch them, if you don't, you should. I don't know where you're not, but anyways, when they dash towards you, you need to M1, like just M1 back. Like just start M1ing as soon as you get up, because it'll cancel out whatever move they're doing. You get a free M1, and that leads into your combo, right? That's what you should be doing. But obviously I don't have Hockey here, so I can't really do that. So instead I'm just caught like running around here. Okay, so he got my stock off, and that's fine. You know, on Tori doesn't matter, but so here that's good. That's good. That leads into my next point. You want to be unpredictable. If you can be unpredictable and you change up your movement and everything like that, you don't want to keep using the same pattern or use the same combos, because you peak predictable. This guy, he stood up there. He dashed, and I didn't react fast enough. Like I could have, but I didn't. But that was good on him, because right then he messes up the combo. He could use try and pull right there. Maybe it was on cooldown, but that was pretty good, because I did not even see that coming. Then he delays trying to pull, which I was like, okay, because I didn't see him try to pull, so I thought it was on cooldown. So I thought I was about to get a 3-in-1. But no, he used to try and pull, which I didn't catch on to. And that's good. See, and then right there, a lot of people don't expect that. As soon as people use a move, don't keep blocking, alright? Just dash to them. If they're close to you, dash to them, start M1ing. They're not going to expect it, because they're going to either charge up their next move or something else. What's another thing? Personally, I don't use Ken in matches unless I like need to or want to. Most of the time I just don't use it, but Ken, another thing, usually I would say about Ken, don't use Ken in the first stock. That's what I see a lot of people do. They use Ken in the first stock, and you know what, you get 3 dodges, and if you get into an M1, there's literally no point. There's no point in using Ken if you're only gonna have 3 dodges. There's really no point at all. So use Ken on your second stock, because you should have 7 to 10 dodges, which is good because you can escape. Okay, I want to point out here, I didn't catch on to this in the regular recording, but right there was what I was talking about. They dashed to me and I expected an impel, and then I came back with an M1. That's what you should be doing. 1 to 2 M1 combos. Alright, next, let's see. Honestly, I can't really think of anything else, because I don't want to explain combos, because comboing literally just comes from the person. it does not come from like, well, it does come from like depending on your build, and every build is like their own way, so you can't go over combos. But right there I could have M1'd, but I didn't have hockey on turned on. I don't know why, because I was trying to preserve hockey. Okay, that's why. Anyways, so what's something else? Maybe like cooldowns. Make sure you know your cooldowns, and make sure you know your opponent's cooldowns, because if they use something, it's on cooldown, you know it's still on cooldown, you can run in. For example, if this guy had flamethrower, right? His flamethrower is still on cooldown, so I can be aggressive. But as soon as I know it's off cooldown, you know, you can push out, or you can back out. You can try to bait it out. That's another thing. You want to keep baiting out your opponent's blocks and everything. If your opponent just keeps blocking, you want to dash to him. You want to like just block. Hopefully you can get them to M1, or you can unblock, dash back in. Hopefully they're unblocked by now, and M1. If you can bait out people's moves, that's incredibly well, because that just makes you unpredictable, because they're predicting what you're gonna do. So if you can bait out, you're being unpredictable. As well as I think this would be the last thing, you have to know your range of attacks. For example, this guy's he can disappears at a certain range. You want to know what that range is, or get a good feel of what that range is. So if your opponent is just far away running around, but you know they're not away from the Hiken range, you can just, you know, blast it onto them. There you go. That's Hiken, easy Hiken. Another thing would be to maybe know the radius of things, like its AoE. Like for example, how big, and again how big is that Hiken's AoE? Like, is it small, big, large, or something? It all just comes down to it, like just knowing your fruit, your sword, your fighting style, and knowing how to use them. Like if you can use them right, and you can, it just depends, man. I don't know what else to say. That's usually how I think of it. There's other ways, like, you know, metas, I guess, like Afro Dash and stuff like that, which I guess I can try to teach you right now. But the Afro Dash is literally like, I don't know. Recently, I haven't been able to put it off. I just keep like messing it up. But okay, the way that when I do it and I know how I did it, it's usually just form ones, and then you have to be phasing inside their body. You can phase inside their body, then you just, you know, you dash, then you M1, and then the block will usually, that last M1 will still register while you're still dashing. They dash back into where you went, and you can get off a free move, usually like impel or something. But alright, that's the video. That's how to PvP basics, right? I really don't know what else to say, but I hope this will help. And yeah, bro, Toei PvP coming soon. I'm heading out.